The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Wednesday afternoon. It is the 30th of April 2025. And you, my friends, as always, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Reburger.
Crave-worthy street food freshly made with Reburger.
Reburger.
Good stuff, fellas.
Yeah, I still like the one with the horn, though. Could you play that, please, Dilly? Now, let me paint a picture, if I can, New Zealand. All of the fellas, we're currently in a beautiful presidential suite in Sky City, overlooking the harbour there. Glorious, moody kind of day out there. We're all in our bathrobes. I'm peering at old Keyzie's heavy nips. And beside me, an absolute stallion, an absolute Greek god. Mogie, you mad bastard, how's life?
Going pretty grousey, mad dog, you sick son of a bee. What a treat it is to be here, man. What a beautiful view, and that's just looking directly at old Keyzie's nipperoos there. They are beautiful, man. I forgot how gorgeous they are, Keyzie. You've been blessed.
Thanks, fellas. Can I just say, the setup we're running is 2 chairs at the end of a king bed.
Yeah, it's a king.
You guys are in the chairs facing the bed and I'm in the bed.
Yeah, that's right.
And we've got a plethora of guests coming through for the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with Best Foods Mayo, and they're going to join me in the bed.
That's right.
Yeah. How do we feel about that, by the way? Because
really
I mean, I know you feel
I'm
really
loving
good.
it.
I mean, at the very least, I think we're going to have to cover the nips.
Why?
Well, I just think it's going to, maybe just throw people a little bit. Because,
Why would
look,
that
I'm
be,
like
Jace?
Mogie, Keith. I'm like Mogie. I love them.
Right. Okay.
They are like globes of sunshine.
Globes?
They feel like they're actually like part of the whānau.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like friends.
Part of the family.
Yeah, they
the
are.
twins.
Yeah.
My nips.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly. And so it's just going to be, they're going to be out because I feel comfortable around you guys. We're in the presidential suite of the Sky City Grand. I feel at home. First up, I believe we've got Lauren from the Comedy Festival actually coming in. So Lauren will hop in the bed with Keyzie.
Yeah, will she, though?
Well, I mean,
I don't
look,
think that's appropriate, man.
Yeah,
well,
that's
it's
what I
nothing
mean.
weird. It's
But
nothing
we're
weird.
skirting the edges at the
Yeah,
moment.
it is skirting the edges.
You know,
and
and
I'm a
just-
bit concerned that they're going to be concerned about the kind of energy that's been put out by you and also in close proximity to a couple of, let's be honest, cuck chairs.
Well,
Yeah.
they are cuck chairs. But, guys, we are professional. When you think of the big show,
Yeah.
you think professional.
I just feel with the setup at the moment that I'm about to watch you making love.
Wow.
And just sitting here in the corner watching you filthily.
That might happen at some stage, Jace, but between the hours of 4 and 7, it's nothing but professional radio business, all right?
Okay, well, with that in mind, should we get into some music, fellas?
Yeah.
What is it there, Keith? I don't have the computer.
We've got Dilly, can you fix that? Can you fix that, Dilly? We're going into some Green Day.
Oh,
man.
Green Day, yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yeah, baby. And I can tell you the big show's very easy here at the presidential suite at the Sky Tower overlooking the beautiful harbour of Auckland City. And fellas, I feel like we should make a night of it. You know what I mean? We do the show,
Yeah.
and we just stay here for the night. I mean, it's been booked for the night. What do you say?
Well, you got a hell of a look to you, Hoodie Joe. I'll say that, as does old Keyzie over there. He's sitting up in the old king bed leaning against the headboard. We know why they have headboards in hotel rooms.
It's a padded one too.
And old Keyzie's got a towel wrapped around his head, like his hair is drying, and that's got a little bit of a sexual peak to it as well.
Does it?
Hoodie J's over here. He's got a shower cap on. He looks like he's just got home from a long day at the meat works.
You do look like that.
And that has given me what can only be described as an insatiable rager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that, Mogie. And Mogie is in his robe, of course, that's sort of skewed open. And I'm looking at his cut pecs and abs.
And I've got that sore on my chest.
And there's some
Yeah, it's
weird
weeping.
sore on his chest that he's had hacked off. But now listen, we were thinking, why don't we take advantage of the situation with all the listeners out there? There's so much lovely stuff in this hotel room that we could steal for you.
Yes.
And I'm thinking we put together some sort of gift pack for the listeners out there, feel.
It's a good idea because basically we're at the Grand by SkyCity, which is a 5-star hotel.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a 5-star hotel, and we are in the Grand Presidential Suite, which is the best suite in the whole hotel. So, of course, in any nice hotel room, there's heaps of stuff that isn't technically labelled as free, but you can use it, and it's free. So we're talking, obviously, you got your tea bags, coffee, sugar.
Your
minibar stuff. You got to pay for that though.
Oh, do you?
Well, to be fair, work's paying for this.
Yeah, well, exactly.
So we could give away stuff at the minibar.
That's right.
We could give away shampoo, conditioner, moisturiser, even a shower cap.
Yeah, totally.
And you can also take the rolls of toilet paper. People forget that.
Yes.
So if you want anything on 3483, text it through, whether you want the toilet paper, you want some conditioner, and we'll just go through and maybe dish out a few free things.
I think it's a great idea. Also, some photos. We can do some photos of each of us. Keyzie's in quite the state of undress at the moment. But there's a hell of a lot of paraphernalia in here that I think anybody would be proud to have sitting at their own home or in their bathroom or something similar.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Artwork, mirrors, you can take that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
that's all.
totally, mate. It's looters' rights, isn't it?
It's looters' rights. The other thing is they have so many pillows. I'm looking at this bed that you're on, Keyzie. There's 4 on the bed and there's another 2 on the floor that I can see.
Yeah, no, there's 4 on the floor as well.
Another 4 over there. And so you could take 1 to 3 of those and nobody's going to know. Because the question they'll ask themselves is, who would steal pillows?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
of course, it's us.
And it wouldn't be us, because why would a radio station do that? Because then they'd never be invited back again.
Hey, now listen, fellas, we're going to prepare for our next guest. There's going to be Lauren Whitney, who's the Comedy Festival's chief executive.
Yes.
We're all good to go with that?
I'm good. I'm firmly in the favour of...
I know you're firm, I can see.
Jace, I'm firmly in the camp of all the guests hop into the king bed with Keyzie. You guys are in the chairs at the end. We conduct a professional interview. And it's all about making them feel comfortable and, welcome.
I think the only condition we'd have on that is we've got to make sure that there's a clear path to the door if they need to make an exit.
100%, man. We can do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, guys. I'm keen to do a good professional interview. So, of course, all in the name of promoting the New Zealand International Comedy Fest with Best Foods Mayo. How do you guys feel about Audio Slave?
I love them.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, tune, fellas?
Yeah.
Bloody hell of a tune. Now, we're in the presidential suite in the Sky Tower. And
Jace, it's not the Sky Tower.
Oh, what's it called
again?
again?
It's the SkyCity Grand.
Ah, SkyCity Grand, yeah. It's next to the Sky Tower. I can see the Sky Tower, Keys.
That's how you know you're not in it, Jay. Because it's over there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hey, now listen, the New Zealand Comedy Festival going off, about to start off. With that in mind, we've got Lauren Whitney, who's the Comedy Festival's chief executive.
That's right.
Lying in the bed next to Keyzie there. Lauren, first and foremost, you comfortable there?
I am. Perks of the job, eh?
Yeah.
That's what happens. Finally, chief executive.
Yeah.
It means something. This
It
is
does.
a good time.
Another thing too, Lauren, just want to double check. These guys are a bit concerned about the interview always coming from the bed with Keyzie. You don't
Right.
feel uncomfortable in any way? It's all
I don't
good?
feel... I'm above blanket and you're below blanket.
You
Yeah.
were saying off
Yeah.
air that the beauty of doing in bed with Keyzie is he poses no sexual threat whatsoever.
That's exactly what I said. Verbatim, actually.
Oh, did you say that?
Hey, so we were talking off air just before. You were saying this is maybe your 14th festival
Yeah.
you've been in charge of. Are you ready to sort of let it go at some stage?
Oh, God.
Do you just go, why am I
please,
doing
or
this?
someone take it off me.
Yes.
No, luckily I haven't been in charge the whole time. I've just had a lot of fun. A lot of fun putting it on.
And how
it's
you-
pretty hard to, it's not many of these jobs around. That's the thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And I have a deep love of comedy. You have to if you work in it. There's a lot of.
You must love the
there's a lot
big
of
show
stuff.
then.
I do love the big show.
Nice one, Keyzie.
Yeah.
And how's it going year on year? Are things growing, ever growing? It seems to be. It's a bloody big bastard.
It is a big bastard, and I think there's some pretty incredible talent in this country, and you can see it like Melbourne Comedy Fest. We were just over there, and the Kiwis were just smashing it
Going
again.
off.
Guy Mont was in an 800-seater room for a month, sold out, and then did the Palais, which is like 3,000.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Is that
awesome.
right?
Yeah, and Ursula did 10 nights in the Palais.
Holy hiccup.
True story.
It's just
we
crazy.
did the Melbourne Comedy Festival many years ago. Old Sugar and
Sugar and
Spice.
Spice. I've
Our
seen
biggest
you live.
audience was 4.
And why do you
And I'm not
4,000.
No, 4 people, and I'm not lying about that. It was just I mean, we still had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it is a tribute, actually, to how well New Zealand comedy has come along and how far it's come. When you guys got guys like Guy Montgomery, Melanie Bracewell, just really making a name for themselves overseas.
Yeah, they're on all the telly shows over there as well. It's pretty cool. It's really, it makes you really proud. They've worked super hard, but and I think what's cool about them as well is them bringing opportunities for others to come through. Yeah. So Monty's Spelling Bees, doing really cool stuff. That's got its second season in Australia. There's an Australian version. Aaron Chen is.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Oh my God, so good.
And they've got another season's just been announced here in New Zealand. They've just got the funding for it too. Yeah, he is absolutely caning it.
Yeah,
very fun. And the good thing about those guys is whenever the Comedy Fest comes around, you go, oh, I like Guy Montgomery or whoever it might be. You go and you book in tickets to go see them, and then book in tickets to go see someone you've never heard of as well.
Yes, there's so many cool acts actually coming through, and all the Billy T's are great, really, really good. Like, see all 5 of them. It's like Hoane Itai, David Stewart, Lisa McLeod-Whiting, Jack and Booth. Seriously, I'm so glad I'm not on that panel.
Yeah, because the Billy T, Jace, you won it 50 years ago, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was 51?
Yeah, 52, I think.
52.
Yeah. You were -8 at the time. And it's sort of, because it's 5 comedians going head to head, and then after the comedy festival, you get a winner. They get the beloved Billy T yellow towel, don't they?
They do it last laughs, which is a kind of end celebration. You have that. You have Best New Zealand Show up for the Fred.
Yeah.
And Tafinga's going to be performing in that show as well.
Of course, Jace, you didn't get your yellow towel for some years, and last year we organised that for you. It might have been the year before.
It was the year before, I think.
Brought it in and presented it to you. Lauren, the disrespect has been shown that tea towel ever since. Disgusting.
I beg your pardon, Mogi. It has pride of place on my bedside table.
Oh, gross.
No, it's just...
That's disgusting.
I'm saying it's just to remind me of that wonderful time in my life.
Yeah,
to wipe your furrowed brow. Yes. I never ask what happens to the towel. I don't want to know.
No, you don't.
I want to know. A lot of people have them framed on their parents' wall.
Yeah.
That's one option.
Oh, really?
Can I be honest with you? With my one, it's in my golf bag.
Oh, show it on the course. Give you some prestige. I love it.
Yeah, totally.
Conversation starter.
Hey, now listen, how are ticket sales going?
Great. Yeah, we were doing pretty good there. We've got the gala sold out in Auckland, but there's a few more for Wellington, but not that many. So Wellington Gala's on Saturday night. So we have the big one here on Friday, then we all get on the plane and do Opera House in Wellington.
How good.
It's a very fun time.
Yeah, we had Paul Douglas in yesterday talking about the gala this Friday, which is exciting. And of
Paulie
course,
D, so good. Actually, if you haven't seen Paulie D, Paul Douglas do a solo show, highly recommend. That man is a phenomenal comedian.
You refer to him, Lauren, as the king of the Comedy Fest. Because he's just there and he kills it every year. You know what I mean?
He does. Honestly, at Gala, he is undeniably smashing it every time.
That's right.
He's undeniable.
And if you want tickets to any of the shows at the Comedy Festival, go to comedyfestival.co.nz. All the information is there.
Lauren, thanks, mate.
Pleasure.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Talking heads here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening from the Grand at SkyCity. And we're in the presidential suite, aren't we, fellas?
Sure are, Jace. It is magnificent.
It's really good. Jace, you and I are sitting in a couple of cuck chairs, and old Keyzie's over there. Nips out in the king bed. You running a king bed at home there, Keyzie?
I'm running a queen bed.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind getting a king, though, because you know how my wife will go to bed at about 9,
yes.
and I'll put her to bed and then stay up, have a small glass of port and play PlayStation.
And then you go to bed and you put your Shakti mat down.
Then I put my Shakti mat down. I actually find I'm waking her up more often than not. I think we need a bigger bed.
Yes.
Or singles, but that's a route we'll go down probably off air.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, Keyzie. Hey, now listen, we've been rating all the merchandise here and taking advantage for the listeners.
Well, it's all free, isn't it?
It's all free. So we've got a few texts here on 3483, don't we, Mogi?
We sure have, mate. So what we're looking to do is you text us through on 3483 and we'll try and give away as much of the things in the hotel room as we can, whether it be conditioners or any kind of little treats. Mints on pillows, although I didn't see any there,
I found some
Keyzie.
Connies before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. That might be Pugses.
They were Pugses.
Yeah,
oh,
they're
right.
probably Pugsies. Hey, we've had some come through here on 3483, speaking of... I'll take the Bible out of the bedside table.
Oh, okay, I'll have a look.
Have a look, because I'm not sure that they actually run the Bible
There
anymore. I'll have some of Hoodie J's dandruff. I'll take the big screen TV.
There's two of those
A lot of
bastards.
takers for those.
There's a 65-incher in the bedroom.
Sorry, your what?
Flat screen.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody wants the robe that old Mogie's wearing, but unwashed. I think we can arrange that.
Yeah, totally. So they can sniff it.
Yes, a bit of the decaf coffee, and then just general references to pure filth that's unreadable on the air.
Yeah, listen, fellas, I've got the menu here too, and we're about to order some room service. I'm going to put it out there to the general public and see what they want. You've got your pumpkin and maple soup, Szechuan chicken dumplings.
I'll
Jace,
stop you there, Jace.
Yeah.
Wait, so are people...
They're going to order.
People are going to order on 3483.
Yeah.
Can you give the prices, though, man? How much for that
25
soup?
for the pumpkin.
$25 for the pumpkin soup. That's
Szechuan
reasonable.
chicken dumplings, 5 pieces, $16.50.
That's good. That's about $3.50 a pop.
That's brought to the room, though.
15 pieces, 37. I'll just rip through this. Truffle and parmesan fries.
You don't have to.
Caesar salad, if you want that. We can add prawns or chicken.
Can I get that without bacon?
Sure.
Thanks,
Club sandwich, butter chicken. You've already ordered that, haven't
I've
you,
ordered
Keyzie?
a mild butter chicken.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, actually.
Anything in the dessert menu?
Oh, there is, but we'll get to
God.
dessert later on this evening, shall we?
That's how you tease in radio. So text through on 3483 what you'd like off room service. We'll order it, and then we can't send it to them.
Oh, well, we'll just take it downstairs for all the people waiting for us.
Okay, so
Pugs can take it downstairs to all the people.
Okay, so come to the lobby of the SkyCity Grand, text what you want, 3483.
And we'll bring it down.
We'll bring it down, and you go in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher.
Hey, coming up, we've got comedian Rhys Mathewson. Very exciting. He's not very keen about getting in bed with you, though, Keyzie.
We've got 4 minutes to change his mind on that, Hoyte J, because we've got the Verve Pipe, the freshman playing, man. How good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Live there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, live from the Grand by the SkyCity. The presidential suite. Fellas, before we speak to our next comedian, Rhys Mathewson, I read from the wrong part of the menu. I read the after 10 p.m. menu. So I just want to add to the list for the listeners very quickly, Keyzie.
Rhys has come here to plug his car.
We're going to plug the arse of it. Don't you worry about it. Roasted cauliflower, club sandwich, butter chicken, grass-fed, beef ribeye, battered market fish and chips, 14-day dry-aged beef burger. Rhys, what would you choose?
Oh, I'd go 14 aged. 14
An old
days.
burger.
Yeah, that's my inclination too, man.
Yeah,
Of course, we've got Rhys Mathewson here to promote the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with Best Foods Mayo. He's brought in a whole lot of mayo too, so I'm in the bed here of the presidential suite with a heap of mayo flying around, which is great. Rhys, last year in the festival, you actually won a pretty big accolade, didn't you?
Yeah, I won Director's Choice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's pretty good. Is that kind of like most improved player when you're playing soccer when you're a kid, or is it's got value and the other comedians are envious?
Oh, well, there's no voucher for a free cheeseburger at the end of it.
Yeah, true.
Right, yeah.
It's just a little... I've won every other award, so they thought we might as well chuck them something.
Yeah, yeah, nice. What I loved about you coming here today, Rhys, because I've worked with you on a number of things, we're all wearing our robes. We said, do you mind wearing a robe? And you went, nah, man, that's sweet. You got fully nude.
Fully naked in front of us.
Fully naked in front of us and put your robe on. I respect that, man.
Well, you've got to suit the surroundings that you're in. And we're in the presidential suite. There's been some great men of history have been noshed off in this room. So
That's true.
Totally, man.
You're absolutely right, including my understanding is Justin Timberlake.
Really?
In this very room.
Oh, I've got...
And Harry Styles.
Harry Styles, Rhys.
Bye.
Oh.
But Rhys, of course, you're here for the comedy festival. Your show Time Trial. So you're part of that show, are you?
Yep, that's my show.
Yeah, right. Because I find quite often comedians are like, you've got your hour-long show, you're part of this show over here. You know, so is that the only one you got going on? Or?
No, I got another one as well. We do a show called Sublimer, where we get 10 comedians to play a game that is legally speaking not Survivor. For 3 hours.
Wow.
And the winner walks away with $1,000 cash.
On stage?
On stage, in front of an audience.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how How does so? There's like physical challenges and building stuff and
Yep, there's alliances, there's backstabbing. It's my favourite thing.
that sounds brilliant.
Just like the comedy industry, really.
Yeah, pretty
You know
much.
what I mean? It's just a reflection of the industry.
Everyone looking at your face, telling you how great you are.
Yeah,
as soon as
them-
you're out of the room,
Yeah,
that
that
piece
guy's
of
Yeah,
Sucks.
yeah, bagging you in the green room.
Yeah.
And tell us about your show, man. What's the premise of it? Where do you get your inspiration?
Oh, great question.
So profound. This year, because I've done everything and I've got no challenges left, I thought I'm going to do exactly 55 minutes of comedy.
Ooh.
So I've got a countdown timer on stage. Not a second more, not a second less.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And so, is this a pre-prepared thing, or are you just going up there and just opening the taps and seeing what comes out?
Oh no, we've got some jokes. You've got to make sure they work.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm not that bold.
Did you hear that, Keyzie?
Huh?
When you're doing stand-up, you've got to have jokes, and you've got to make sure they work, man.
Nah, it's all good.
Which one of those steps have you been falling down on?
Oh, pretty all three of them. Really.
Yeah.
Actually, Rhys, while you're here, what's your view on puns?
Love a pun.
Thank you. Mike and Jace, my comedy that I briefly tried to do was very pun-based.
It was pun heavy. The thing about Keyzie is his surname is Key. So that
Mike.
gave him about 8 minutes on Key.
I am doing one thing at the comedy festival, which is going to involve me having to do 5 minutes of key-based puns.
Yeah.
So if people could just forget that you heard that, that'd be great.
Lay one on us now.
Hey, so when...
My uncle is Brian Tamaki. There you go.
It's good stuff.
It's,
you get it, man? It's hard. It's sort of. It's pretty cerebral.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 5, I reckon.
So you're doing both Auckland and Wellington.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Wellington next week, 7th to the 10th, and then Auckland May 20th to the 24th.
And did you just go to Melbourne as well with all of the huge group, the Kiwi comedy troupe that goes over there and seems to be just dominating the Aussies?
I did, and let me tell you, my experience was closer to Jace's 4 people than it was Monty's 800.
Yeah.
What are the audiences like over there? Because that's a huge turnaround from where New Zealand comedy has been to then go over there. And as a group, everybody seems to have a hell of a lot of fun over there.
Oh, audiences are so good over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people go and see 3 or 4 shows a night sort of thing. They really get amongst it. They really take a punt on people they haven't heard before.
Is it priced well? Is that a contributing factor?
No, I think with the exchange rate, it's about the same.
Right.
Maybe slightly cheaper there, but only a couple of dollars. But the thing is that all the people that you see on telly and stuff, they all started when no one knew who they were, and people saw them in the festival and went, I'll go take a punt on that.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yes.
Aussies are more open to taking a punt on stuff like that than Kiwis?
Yeah, I think so. But we're just we don't have trillions of dollars worth of mining wealth.
Yes, and what
We
I
don't.
found genuinely about Aussie audiences is that they're way more positive and supportive, and they're like, they want people to succeed. Whereas in New Zealand, it's like, oh, you suck.
Yeah, it's like, go
You
on,
know
give
what?
us a pun.
Yeah,
then, Keyzie.
be funny, you bastard. But no, generally, I find Australians much more positive about the whole scene and about comedy in general.
Well, globally, New Zealand audiences have a reputation of being some of the hardest in the world.
Yes.
People
Really?
come over here, yeah, because we don't want to interrupt with laughter. So
Yeah, well, that's true.
we don't want to ruin.
I don't want to draw attention to myself.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you watch international comedians come over here. They do their first set. They walk off shell shocked, like they've
Yeah.
just died on their ass. And then the Kiwis will come up after them and go, "That was the funniest thing I've ever
nailed
seen."
it, man.
Yeah, it's weird. Hey, once again, Keyzie winners, Rhys's shows.
Rhys's show is Time Trial. It's on 7th till the 10th down in Wellington and up in Auckland 20 to the 24th of May at the Classic. You can get your tickets from comedyfestival.co.nz.
Beautiful. Hey, Rhys, you can put some clothes on now, man.
Do I have to?
No.
Oh,
You don't
no,
have to.
actually, you don't.
Not at
man.
all.
Nah,
Just
man.
whatever you're comfortable with.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You're in the bed with Keyzie, man. You stay as long as you want.
Yeah.
Hey, Jace, do you want Dragon Man? Rain?
Nah.
Sorry, I've already started it.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
You're welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your hump day tickety-boo. You are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Handcrafted
Reburger.
burgers, loaded fries, and gourmet eats that'll change the game.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, we're broadcasting today live from the Grand By SkyCity, the presidential suite. And I can just tell you, fellas, all the food's just arrived. I'm aroused.
You are?
Very aroused. And I apologise before. I didn't realise my left breast was popping out of my gown there, so I hope that didn't throw you at all.
Well, mine's currently popping out as well, Hoyte J. I thought it was a thing we were doing together.
Oh, popping our breasts out.
That's right, a little titty pop, but I guess not.
Yeah.
What? What's wrong with saying titty pop? Someone's on edge all of a sudden. We are at the SkyCity Grand because, of course, the New Zealand International Comedy Fest with Best Foods Mayo is about to kick off Friday, actually, with a comedy gala. So they've got us along, put us up in the very best room they have to offer, and we've got a plethora of fantastic comedians coming through. Also, fellas, thoughts on me doing the next hour of the show from the bath?
Yeah, keen.
There's a massive bath in there.
Yeah, sure. Are we talking fully nude?
We're talking bath attire.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool.
So you
like
just
a
wear your
cap.
shorts in there and...
So I have my shorts and my flippers on and my snorkel.
Yeah, cool.
And I'll sort of, we've got a long sort of lead for the microphone. I might just sit in there and conduct interviews and just do hilarious banter from the bath.
Electricity and bathtubs definitely a mix, so I'm keen.
Yeah, the only thing that gives me pause, I don't want you getting swimmer's ear in case your head goes under the water there.
Jace, I really appreciate you looking out for me. I won't put my head under.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, well, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It is a big bath, though, so if you were to hop in it, your head probably would go under. Yes. Got him. Up shortly, though, fellas, Jack Ansett, comedian, is coming through as well to talk about his show in the festival.
Yeah, how good. What music are we going into there, Keyzie? I can't see.
What do you mean you can't see? It's right in front of you, Jace.
Oh, is it?
Nah, just joking. I've got the computer. It is Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, beautiful.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
What's so civil about war anyway?
True, man.
Totally true.
He's got a point, eh?
Absolutely. Guns Roses there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, fellas, I don't know if you've noticed, it's been a bit wet lately. Fellas?
Oh, yeah, I've noticed it.
Oh, like the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to summer, yeah.
And I got up this morning, I was like, geez, it's a bit chilly these days.
Oh, man, have you noticed how dark it is?
Yeah, it's dark, it's wet, it's chilly. Of course, winter is coming, and as always in the Hoyte J household, I know it's time to get ready for the winter months, and I'm thinking about underfloor and insulation that Mogi keeps banging on to me about having to get.
Yes. So you're continuing to think about it and not just going to do it?
I'm thinking very heavily about it.
What
Mogi.
are you mulling up there, brother? Hit me with the cons.
Well, my wife and I, we investigated last night because, we need to get it insulated. And there's all sorts of options. Of course, you can get the professionals and all that sort of jazz. It's quite an expensive process, I've found. But there's also, they say it's pretty simple to sort of install yourself.
Install it, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, I mean, how hard can it be? You just get a bit of glue, you bang a few panels up underneath your house there, Bob's your uncle, save yourself $5,000.
Go on then.
Do you glue it?
Yeah, I think so. You just shove a bit of glue on it, shove it up under your floor there, and Bob's your uncle.
I mean,
save yourself $5,000.
You could go with a little bit of the old bats there, the pink bats there, or you could get sort of your polystyrene as well as an option as well.
Well, that's what we're going
Cut
with.
It to size, cut it to size.
Yeah.
And then in that case, Jace, you don't need your glue. You can just jam them in there and they'll sit there forever. That's the way to go.
Oh, well, there's another cost saving. I don't need to buy any glue for my panels.
Oh, you'd be able to do it, man.
Yeah,
Except you've got a terrible fear of small spaces, the dark, spiders, and hard work.
And parting with $1 to buy the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to buy the panels, but I'm thinking to myself, I mean, seriously, I know that we sometimes quip on the show that old Hoyte J isn't the most practical human being in the world, but I mean, seriously, panels, cut them, stick them up there, Bob's your uncle.
You think you've got the nous?
I reckon I've got the nous and the will to do it.
Well, that's interesting because I've just witnessed you on about 10 occasions during this radio show sit down with your headphones on and forget that you need a microphone and have to reach for it at the last minute. I don't know if you're prepared, Jace.
Well,
and this is a job you've been doing for like 100 years. The other thing I've actually noticed about you, Jace, is because you've been... In winter, you come in and complain about how cold your house is every day.
It's bloody toasty since we got the old
you got the
heat pump there. Douche. Woo.
Jace has just discovered a heat pump, which everyone else has had for about 30 years now. But the thing is, I think that you don't fix things that need to be fixed because then you'll have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? Because, like, what are you going to talk about in winter if you can't come in and say, man, God, it's freezing, you know? So you avoid. It's like if you.
So you're saying I don't do any practical jobs for content, Keyzie?
No, not for content, because you just don't have anything else to talk about. So, for example, you get a sore hip. You got a sore hip walking over to this hotel 100 metres from work, and you got a sore hip. And I was just like, why don't you go to physio and get that fixed? I didn't even bother saying it because you won't do it because you like talking about your sore hip.
Yeah, exactly. His ailments, and there's nothing wrong with that. And the other thing is, Keyzie, he doesn't need to come up with his own because all he does is wait for us to say what ours are, and then one-ups it.
Yeah.
You think you got a sore hip?
I mean, how are
hip in the world.
How are you guys feeling at the moment, by the way?
I do have a headache.
Yeah. My God, I tell you what. I'm getting a migraine, I reckon.
Well, I tell you what'll fix that, a bit of Tom Petty.
No.
That will, trust me. Get this into you.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, Radiohead there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, live from the Grand By SkyCity, the presidential suite. As the rain comes over the Waitakere Ranges there, Mogi. Yeah. It's a beautiful sight, actually. Beautiful.
I tell you what I'm enjoying about it, Jace. It's how much it changes.
Yes.
It's how much it changes.
I agree.
I enjoy the change. It's bloody beautiful. So if you get an opportunity to spend a few $1,000s on a hotel room, by all means, come along.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I should tell you, by the way, that he's just leapt into the bath.
Yeah.
The bubble bath there. Yeah, I can vaguely hear you. I had to walk out again, Keyzie, when I got a small glimpse of your little button mushroom there. And
Can I just say, Jace, I had a similar sort of an experience there. I walked in and there was Keyzie in the bath, and just sort of floating on the surface was the mangled corpse of his downstairs operation. Sort of floating there like a murder victim in the Hudson River.
It's frightening.
It was. I felt inclined to call the police.
Yeah, well, I've been
because a crime has been committed.
I've been in the bath for a while now. It's closer to the Ganges River, I'd say now, fellas. But I've got the bubble bath going, and just want to make sure you guys can hear me because I am planning on doing the rest of the show and the interviews from this bathtub.
Right. Okay.
Well, just so you know, man. I think it's good as gold there. This is the kind of stunt that's going to send us straight to the top.
Yeah.
But I want you to know that it's also a bit of an echo in there. So I know how much you like ripping ass in the bath. We will hear it.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Thanks for the heads up, Mogi. Appreciate that.
Yeah, can I just say, in terms of radio gimmicks, Keyzie, this is top notch, mate. I mean, seriously. Broadcasting from a bath, mate. Oh, it's so good.
Well, look, Jace, you've got to take risks in radio, man. You've got to do stuff no one's ever thought of. And Keyzie's in the tub, I think, is a winner.
Well, yeah, listen, the only issue that I have is that we've promised all our comedians that they're going to be interviewed in bed with Keyzie. So I'm not sure how we're going to break that to them because they're all keen. They're like, hell yeah, I'll jump in bed with Keyzie. So we're going to have to sort of reconfigure the whole show, really.
Well, it's pretty easy, really, Jace. There's plenty of room in this tub. I don't have to be the only one in the tub. It can be, hey, who's Keyzie got in the tub over there? Brought to you by the Comedy Festival and Best Foods Mayo.
Good stuff, Keyzie.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh,
hey?
Yeah. Metallica there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Live from the Grand By SkyCity in the presidential suite. We've got our next comedian in with us. Jack Ansett, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good, you dog.
Yeah.
Is that how you guys chat on?
The correct response is you mad dog.
Oh, yeah, you mad dog.
Yeah.
What I'm really loving about all the comedians, because you're in your robe as well, of course, you guys have got no qualms getting your cat off and getting a robe on. That's great stuff. It's good to see that spirit is still alive in the comedic community.
We're desperate for attention. But,
yes.
I mean, I took the shirt off and then you said, and the pants. So
Yeah.
it was actually, it wasn't all my decision.
Yeah, now listen, we did have Keyzie in the bed, but, God, he's a wacky fella. He's in the bath. He's in the bathtub. Sorry about that, Jack. How's it going in there, by the way, Keyzie? You all right?
Yeah, it's good in the tub, Hoyte J. Jack, nice to meet you, mate. Just a bit of admin around Jack Ansett. He's got a show Looks Like a Bit of Me, the 9th and 10th of May at the Basement Theatre in Auckland, or 15th and 17th of May down in Christchurch at Little Andromeda, comedyfestival.co.nz for tickets, fellas.
Great stuff. Do you like a bath, Jack?
Yeah, it's a bit echoey in there.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We've told him about that.
Yeah, is your audio engineer happy with that?
It's
he's not.
unprofessional, but it's the thing about it is, man, when you're going to do some wacky gags for radio, like broadcasting from a bathtub, you're going to take some losses along the way.
Yeah.
It means awards. It's awards for old Hauraki Big Show.
Yeah, absolutely. A blackie for sure. Hey,
Sorry, Jace, just quickly, just need to clarify, a Blackie is a special radio award for wacky stuff that you do. It's not just a random thing you've just thrown out there.
And that's what gets you up in the morning.
Yeah, it's what motivates us, Jack. So tell us about your show, mate.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm here, actually.
Yeah, we're
not here to talk about your blackies.
We were talking about that. Geez, it sounds... You're taking it right to the edge by the sounds of it, man.
Yeah, look, what you want to know what the show's
Go
about?
on.
Yeah, sure, man. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of just a culmination of different things, really. I'm, what have I been doing? I've been trolling David Seymour's secretary.
Oh, good.
At the moment.
Yes. How's that going?
Oh, she's getting a bit suspicious, so...
Because you do a bit of work in the community, don't you? You get on Facebook groups and all those sorts of things.
Yeah.
You're sort of...
putting in some hard yakka there.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of that as well, but and I've sort of just been dipping my toes in other areas, and I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm kind of I aim to grind a few people's gears and things like that. So
yeah, nice.
Can you say, well, without that, and if you don't want to spoil what's coming up on this show, can you talk us through some of your previous work, because you have done very good things in the recent past? Yes,
well, that sort of begun when I illegally entered the Sanitarium Weet-Bix Kids Triathlon as a man. Yeah. And
how'd you go, by the way?
Everyone asks that, but you can't win. It's a participation event.
Yeah.
So everybody wins.
Disgraceful.
But I did,
So first equal.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But it was hard, and I actually got in my car and drove to the finish line. That's how difficult it was. So,
Jack, could I just ask you a quick question from the bathtub, man? Is that all good?
Go for it.
Yeah, g'day, Jack. Keyzie here, just from the bathtub, man. Hey, how do you come up with your gags?
How do I come up with my gags? How did you come up with this kooky one?
We had an hour-long meeting.
Yeah. I don't know. I just sort of go to a cafe in the morning and just sort of really I struggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you write enough down, you'll get something eventually. That's my advice to you guys.
Are you a storyteller? Or are you like Keyzie, you just drop puns all over the place? What's your kind of system?
My system is pretty much I've done this, which is deranged, and I'm just going to unpack it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So based on your life experiences then?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and sometimes things don't happen to you, so you just got to go out and do it, like the Weet-Bix Triathlon.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And what was the actual response there from the organisers when you get involved? I'm assuming you have to register?
It was actually the easiest process. All I did was sign up online and say I was 15. And then they just sent me the Weet-Bix shirt, and I just walked there on the day, walked straight in. No one said a single thing. And I'm currently trying to troll David Seymour's secretary. There's so many loops to jump through. She wants to know so much information. There's more loops to jump through to do that than to enter a children's event.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. I'm sure he gets his fair share of champions wanting to spend some time with him.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing, though, because actually I'm looking at you now. So you have to, what's the maximum age to enter for the kids? 15.
15, yeah.
Yeah, you could, you could. I mean, I'm not saying you look really young, but you do look quite young. I could see you.
It'd be weird if Jace went along, for example.
I might struggle a little bit.
The security's pretty lax. We should give it a go.
Yeah, well, why not? Hey, admin boy in the bath there, could you give us the details of Jack's shows again?
Sure can, Jason, if you've just joined us. Old Keysie's in the bathtub.
Yeah, you've said that many a time.
Jack's show Looks Like a Bit of Me, 9th and 10th of May, Basement Theatre in Auckland, 15th to the 17th at Little Andromeda in Christchurch. If you'd like tickets, comedyfestival.co.nz, get involved.
And also Whangarei tomorrow.
Oh, good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Hey, well, Jack Ansett, all the best with the Comedy Festival, mate. Hopefully We see you around the place. We're doing a show as well, so you never know.
Oh, great. Yeah. Okay. When's that?
Oh,
It's hard to say.
Okay. Anyway, I think I'm busy that night, but
the 13th and 12th and 13th of May, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not
Very,
right?
very
good.
busy.
I don't know,
no
man.
good.
It'll be when it is. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff,
okay.
Jace.
All right. Thank you.
What song are we going to hear, man?
It's hard to know. The Cars.
Fast car.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is a
kind of
tune.
music.
Yeah, it's a tune.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. You're listening to the Big Show live from the Grand By SkyCity in the presidential suite. Beautiful evening out there, isn't it? What a view,
gorgeous,
fellas.
So true,
Hey,
Jace.
I believe you've got a text there, Mogi, on 3483.
Well, just to update the audience, Keyzie, the mad bastard, he spent the last hour or so he's been broadcasting from the bathtub. He's out now, he's in the bed, he's back with us.
Yeah, g'day,
And we've
guys.
had a text come through on 3483. G'day there, fellas. Long-time listener, first-time texter. Never really had a favourite radio host until Keyzie mentioned he was doing the show from the bathtub. What an absolute legend.
See, thanks for that text on 3483. We'll try and dish out a $50 reburger voucher, and it's just about trying to push the boundaries of what's possible
On
in
radio.
broadcasting.
That's
Radio.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Mate, I mean, as I say, I've been doing this shit for a long time, Keyzie. Never have I seen a gimmick like that. Now, listen, the comedians keep pouring in. We've got Liv Mckenzie and Evie Orpe. G'day, team. How you going?
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Are you comfortable there? You look very comfortable.
Yeah. Comfortable in the bed with this maverick who got in the bar.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I've never heard of anyone doing that before. But
I
it's great to
know.
be here on live radio.
Yeah.
Should I start with my list of all my favourite words we can't say on air?
Oh, great
yeah,
idea.
sure. I think maverick. What a great word for Keyzie.
Well, look, at the end of the day, guys, I'm just one guy in a tub with a microphone. Let's not make a massive deal out of this.
That can be powerful, though, bro. That
Yeah,
can change lives.
You're in the tub now, you're in the bed. Where will it end?
Oh, no.
He's on the roof next.
Yeah.
There is a bidet
He's up
in
the
there.
Sky Tower.
Could try the bidet. Now, guys, you are, of course, part of the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with, of course, Best Foods Mayo. You guys a double act?
No.
No?
Both going to be there.
Yeah, we're
You're
just
both
friends.
going to be there?
It's
Yeah.
sort of this crazy idea of like, okay, what would happen if we got an actual comedian with a good career who's been on TV and people know, and also I'm there. So it's like anything could happen.
I so
you
love
know?
that you think people know me.
Well, they know you more than me, girl.
Yeah, slightly. Sometimes at the supermarket. People think I might be their friend's cousin.
Oh.
And that's kind of huge. I'm like, no, I've been on TV twice.
Yeah. Have you? What have you been on?
Me? It was a lie. I was on 7 Days last week.
Oh, that's right.
Police
of course.
10-7.
Police 10-7.
Yeah,
I had my
yeah.
own show on TVNZ, Cubicle Confessions.
Oh, yes,
It's
indeed.
really
Yeah,
good. It's
huge
really
Yeah,
crossover
yeah.
audience.
So what's your show about then? What, the two of you together?
Just us being crack up.
It's us just being like funny, hot,
Yeah.
cool, unique, never before seen. But the
Yeah.
thing is, like, obviously, the show is two women. It's called Hot to Go, named
Yes.
after a Chapel Roan song. So
Mm.
the straight men listening might
Oh,
be thinking,
yeah.
hey, why should I, as a straight man, go to that? And I just want to say, being a straight man, I don't have a problem with that. I am totally
Yeah,
fine with
we
you
welcome
guys.
everyone
We'd love
to
to
our
see you at the
show.
show.
Yeah.
One of the things, the main reason you should come as a straight man is I'm single. And
Yeah.
I would love to, love to
I'm
meet
also
some new
single,
people.
Sure.
but I
Yeah.
don't want to meet anyone new.
Hey,
We're
can,
just,
can I ask you, because I was in a duo, is there much duo action at the moment?
And what
Oh, I
Jason-
mean,
you have to be a bit more specific.
I mean comedy.
Depends on how well the show goes, babe, and how
Yeah,
the
yeah,
money
sure.
after. But yeah, I don't know. It's just sometimes you just want to do a show with your friend because then
Yeah,
if it's
totally.
bad, you can just go and drink vodka at your house after, and that's quite nice.
Well, that's how and I got started. We got
Yeah.
massively steamed all the time.
Responsibly.
Responsibly.
Yeah.
And we'd have a bit of medicinal herbs and just
yeah.
crack each other up. And we went, hey, why don't we go and do some comedy? That'd be
And
great.
how did that go for you guys?
Really badly. But, I mean, how long have you guys actually been working together?
About 6 months.
I
Well, we've
mean,
been friends for a long time. We bonded because we've had sex with the same man.
Yeah.
Oh, how good.
I was like, you're allowed to say sex on the radio, but I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah,
It's
lovely
fun.
lovely boy.
Lovely boy,
Yeah.
lovely boy. Not dating material,
No.
unfortunately.
Did you
More of an
find out,
object.
talk us through that story without ruining, I don't know if this is at the
Oh,
core
no.
of your
Just,
show.
no, it was just more of like a, you've had sex with that guy? I've also had sex with that guy.
right,
We'll be friends now.
What's his name? Because
Ben McGugan.
No, don't say that on the radio.
my.
Beautiful. No, he's lovely.
I have a standard to uphold. No, I'm kidding.
You weren't worried about protecting his privacy, you're worried about protecting yours?
Yeah, man, I'm on the apps now. I need people to think I'm hot and cool and kind of unattainable.
Yeah.
cool.
Also, we want to put the word out for him. He's great.
He's
awesome.
Heather,
Yeah, awesome
you know,
I think
we
I
love him.
slept with him at one stage too.
Yeah. He's really lovely.
Yeah, he is, but you're right, he's not dating material.
No.
4 stars would recommend?
I reckon 5 stars.
5
stars,
out
okay.
of 10.
I could never possibly on the radio.
Now we've said his name, you have to say 5 stars.
I have to say 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5
I
stars.
can't believe I've done this to both of us.
I know, we've put ourselves here.
No,
and we
he's
brought
not.
him into it. He's innocent. He's innocent.
very cute. He just doesn't wear shoes.
All right, now, Keyzie, what are those shows again? Where and when?
You want me to read out the admin?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Liv Mckenzie, Evie Orpe, you can catch them hot to go. Chaperone,
Yeah.
huge tune, by the way. They are 14th till the 17th of May at the Basement Theatre in Auckland. Tickets, comedyfestival.co.nz.
Hey, all the best, team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. Hope your Wednesday night's going along tickety-boo. You are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Serving good times and good food. Dine in or take away Reburger today.
Reburger. Yum.
Reburger.
Nailed it, fellas.
Yeah, great
Cracked
stuff.
it.
Great stuff. And look, we're live from the presidential suite at the Grand Hotel by SkyCity. It's just gone dark. And what a beautiful vista out the window there, fellas.
You can see the massive tower as it soars through our vision here, Hoyte J and Keyzie, and the harbour there with lights reflecting off it from the houses and surrounding factories that pour their filth into it. It's a bloody beautiful spot, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's making me feel romantic and making me feel sort of, I don't know, like unwinding a little bit. You know, when you're in a sort of different place and there's lots of, you know, there's a mini bar there and a lovely big bed and big bath, and we're all in our robes feeling pretty relaxed. And
Be a shame for it all to go to waste, I think is what
well,
you're saying.
that's what I'm saying, though. Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about a bit of a sort of pajama party for the fellas from the Big Show?
Well, what does that entail? So we've all got our robes. We order some more room service.
Yes.
Have a few drinks. Turn the telly on.
Yeah.
Is that what you're picturing?
Bit of Grand Designs.
Bit of Grand Designs UK.
I'm thinking more, we order a few drinks and beersies and hit the mini bar there and maybe lower the lights a little bit, leave the telly off and...
Bit of dancing?
Yeah, a bit of dancing, just a bit of music and see what happens.
Yeah, sure. Do we have the room for the night? We do? Okay. There's only one bed, though. Is that an issue?
Big bastard, though.
It's a huge
Yeah,
bastard.
it'll fit all of us in there. Look at Pugs is nodding vigorously. God, filthy bastard.
Hey, fellas. Still got another comedian to stop by the way, very soon. Johanna Cosgrove. Very funny. Actually was in a great TV show with you, Mike.
That's right.
Where you and her got up to some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll be able to touch on that, which is bloody exciting. And also, we didn't do What's on Telly. Do you guys want to do that at all?
We love that, man.
Yeah, we should do What's on Telly because it's got a busy show.
We better do it.
Yeah. In the meantime, bit of David Bowie. What do you reckon?
Bowie.
Oh, yeah.
Tune?
Fits the night.
Bowie.
Perfect.
On the Big Show.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Jihad there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening.
Nice, Jace. Hey, don't forget we've teamed up with Hire a Hubby, the everything experts, to offer our handyman services to one of you lucky listeners. If you guys have got big renovations, little renovations, any sort of DIY, and you would like Keyzie, Mogi and old Hoyte J to come around to your house and help you out with it, head to hauraki.co.nz right now. Get yourself in the draw, take control of your life and be your own boss. Join a thriving group of nationwide franchisees. Hire a Hubby.
Do you have to be a backbone to get involved in that, man?
It says you are required to become a backbone within the first sort of 6 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, great
That
stuff.
makes
So
sense.
you should be sweet.
Hey, in the meantime, let's have a bit of TV chat. What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Hey, guys, I don't even know if I've spoken about this one, guys, and you just tell me, guys, if I have or not.
Okay.
But the other night, we've certainly spoken about it, as chums.
Yeah, but not on the radio.
As buds. But I can't remember if we spoke about it on air. The other day I was texting you, Backbones, because we live together. We're each in our own bedrooms, and I said, I'm watching this great show, this great movie on Netflix called Havoc.
Oh, that's
and it
right.
stars Tom Hardy, and it's directed by Gareth Evans, the guy that directed The Raid, and it just sort of started, and both my wife and I, starts right in the middle of a car chase scene, Jace.
Yeah.
Normally very generic, you've seen a million of them, but the way this guy shot them was like, bloody hell, he's done it again, he's made a cracking action film. And then within about 10 or 15 minutes, I text you back and said, Mogi regrets recommending Havoc to the fellas because it was garbage and it got worse and worse.
Oh, right.
No. So I got about an hour into it. My wife's eyes never left her phone, and that was the end of it. A real bloody shame. You know what, man? I'm not sure about Tom Hardy. I'm not sure about the choices he's making. I think he's a very good actor. He's done some very good work, but God, he's in some crap. Absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So, I worry for him. I saw somebody made the point that they thought when he came out he was going to be the next Marlon Brando. Instead, he seems to be the next Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of his.
So am I.
I really like, but I know what you mean because I've seen him in some great stuff, and I've seen him do some crap as well. It's not good. I carried on my Omen quest. You'll recall, fellas, the previous night I watched the original Omen, 1976.
Yes.
Bloody great film starring Gregory Peck, one of my heroes. So I thought I'll carry on with the theme of the Omen, and I watched the Omen 2 last night.
What year was that out, mate?
That was like maybe early 80s.
81.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not great. Not great.
So not good at all?
No, not
Compared
really.
to the first one, it was just massively
No, I mean,
downhill.
the performances were still good, but yeah, it was just really, really lacking. So,
Well, the good news, Jace, is I've found a new TV show which I've started watching with my wife. If you're
thank
interested.
God for that,
Oh,
Keyzie.
good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, I've, for years, struggling to find shows that we can watch together, both enjoy. Grand Designs ticks that box. Country Calendar ticks that box. Shows like Sex Education. When that was good.
Yeah, the first season was very good.
Yeah, and so shows like that tick our box. We just don't want any I do, but Lucy, my wife, doesn't want any violence, any jump scares, anything too scary. So we have started watching The Amazing Race.
Oh, yes.
Australia.
Cool.
And we do this thing where the contestants get a piece of paper and it's called a roadblock, and it's like, would you like to do A, go hunting, or B, collect water? And we'll pause it, decide what we're going to do if we were on The Amazing Race, and then hit play and see if we made the right choice. Last night we made 3 choices, 2 of them were the right choice, and the third choice we made was the wrong choice. I think we would have lost The Amazing Race on that third choice.
Keyzie, I think this weekend at Magic Round you're going to get so hammered. You got to let off some steam, brother.
Do you want to get back in the bath, Keyzie?
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Arctic Monkeys here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. We've got actor comedian Barney Duncan in the bed with us. G'day, Barney, you mad bastard. How's life?
G'day. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's really funky. It's tiring. It's a little bit stressful. It's that final thrust before the festival.
Yeah, man.
I'm still figuring shit out.
Totally.
But I'm not, by that, I don't mean that my show's going to be a mess. It will peak exactly as when I open, and it will be brilliant.
Yeah.
By the way, if you
All your money back, you were saying, Barney.
Yeah, and a massage.
Full body massage?
Full body.
Yeah.
Hot rocks, wet towels.
Oh, nice.
Steamy.
Yeah, nice. But it is always stressful. I mean, we somehow decided to do a show ourselves for the festival, and now we're all sitting here going, what the hell are we doing? What
Can
are we
I say that
thinking
we
of here?
didn't decide?
Yeah, someone else decided
Somebody
for
else
us.
decided for us, as they did last year, decided we'd do some stand-up, and then this year decided that we'd do a full theatre show. type of an event. So looking forward to that in a couple of weeks.
Oh, good. Have you guys... how's it going? Improv.
Yeah, look, there's a bit of improv in there, Barney, for sure. For sure.
Musical improv.
Just quickly, Jace, if I may, you said at the start that we've got Barney in the bed with us.
Yes.
Because we're at the SkyCity Grand, and we've got the presidential suite, and we are in bed interviewing all the comedians tonight.
That's a good setup from you.
For the
Keyzie.
Comedy Festival and Best Foods Mayo. Barney, you're also doing the gala, man. So you are this Friday in Auckland, then heading down to Wellington on Saturday to do the gala. What is it, 4 minutes, 5 minutes of pure fun?
4 minutes in Auckland, because that's the TV one.
Oh, yeah.
And then in Wellington, you're allowed to do 6 minutes.
Wow.
Right, and how much like work do you put into that 4 minutes? Like, have you...
I did... Well, we had to pitch. Every comedian in New Zealand pitched a few months ago.
Right, okay.
So I had to figure... And it had to be like, it's got to be 4 minutes. And I did like 4 minutes 45, but today I timed it, and somehow I've lost 45 seconds, so...
Wow, okay.
I don't know, yeah.
But then you factor in the laughs. That's going to blow out to 7 or 8, Barney.
I didn't think about
Yeah,
the
you know what I
laughs.
mean? You've got to always factor in the laughs.
Yeah, and I'm going to kill.
Yeah, totally.
Well, because, Jace, you always said to me when I was trying to have a crack at it, you said, remember to always leave room for laughs.
Yeah.
You said...
Or stunned silence.
Yeah, which is the other thing I found as well. Barney, your show Ookie Pookie's on during the Comedy Festival as well. If you want tickets, comedyfestival.co.nz. What can you tell us about Ookie Pookie?
What I can tell you is that I won the Fred Award last year.
Ah, the Fred Dag. How good.
So that means that it is the top. Coming in as the top show.
Yeah.
Boy.
How good is that?
It's good. And so there's a lot of pressure. What I can tell you is that basically I found this cassette tape that my mum had made in 1980.
Oh, how good.
Very recently, that was her going to an astronomer in Palmerston North when I was 4 and getting my entire life predicted
That is
onto
brilliant.
a cassette tape.
Wow.
Is that true?
It's 100% true. And I just listened to it and went, oh,
How'd you go?
Well, you'll have to come along and find out.
I know the show.
But it's good because it's kind of, I'm interested in, I touch on the phenomenon of gurus.
Yes.
Like when you give a man a power, like a Russell Brand type or Osho, and how they will eventually manipulate that power and behave in an ookie pookie way.
Creepy. You were saying that your mum sort of... Can I just ask you in terms of ookie pookie, you're in bed with Keyzie at the moment, and you've got Mogi and I in our cut chairs sort of staring at you. Is it giving you sort of ookie pookie vibes, man?
Yeah.
We're all in our robes.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit ookie pookie. A lot of people staring at... Like we're just a couple of boys having a nice time in bed with our robes on.
Yes.
Why are 12
two sort of pervy old fellas staring at
and
you?
all these other people in the background just staring?
Just hovering around.
You guys are ookie pookie, not us.
No, I wasn't suggesting you were. Certainly Mogi and I are.
Yeah.
I mean, Mogi's looking filthy at the moment. I mean, I can't even look at him at the moment. He's looking so disgusting.
Yeah, very ookie pookie.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No socks or shoes or slippers.
No,
Just
well, I had
bare-
slippers on before.
Staring
but the
at me with his toes wiggling.
The problem with a hotel slipper is they're one size fits all, but they actually don't fit at all, do they? So my feet broke too wide.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got
cracked
massive
through.
feet, Mogi.
Big
I've got
girthy.
a couple of hooves on.
Girthy
yeah.
hoofs.
Quick question from me, Barney, comedian, by the way, who we've got with us in the bed right now. You are a comedian / actor. In my experience, that combo usually leads to a pretty tedious person behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Is that you? Or?
Yeah, I am a dull bastard. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
right,
to.
okay.
I just have to I'm constantly brewing up energy. So in the brewing process, which is the behind the scenes process, I don't expend any energy, and I'm very slow and dull
Yes, right, okay.
because I have to be ready to pounce with full power.
Well, in fact, you've got to pounce tonight at 7 o'clock, so we should probably let you go. Does that sound
that's
about
right.
right?
Yes. Where are you playing?
Down at the Basement Theatre, there's the preview opening night of all of the shows. All of the comedians who have comics shows at the Basement Theatre. It's like the preview.
The big, showcase sort of thing.
It's a showcase, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hey, so once again, the details there, if you would, Keyzie, of Barney's show.
I'll do you one better, Jace. I'll do that with a bit of Hendrix playing underneath. Barney Duncan, if you want to see him, Ookie Pookie, 14th to the 17th of May. That's down in Wellington. And if you want to see him in Auckland, 20th to the 24th at the Basement Theatre, comedyfestival.co.nz for tickets.
Great stuff, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tune.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, a bit of Jimi Hendrix there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening, live from the Grand Hotel next to the Sky Tower in the Presidential Suite. I tell you what, sitting here, fellas, in our robes, a bit of Jimi Hendrix. How good, eh?
Pretty bloody good, man, I reckon, man. You were sitting there during that song, Jace, you had your headphones on and you were pretending that you were Jimmy.
I was.
Sitting there, you were playing away there on the guitar there, and God, it was like you'd come alive all over again.
I know what you're saying, Mogi. I mean, my air guitaring is second to none. I wish one day that Pugs would capture that on video and put it on the Insta.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you really want that to happen?
Yeah, I really want that to happen because I look pretty amazing.
And also your ear drumming is just spot on.
Yeah, it's just douche, eh?
Yeah. Fellas, obviously we're here at the SkyCity Grand for the New Zealand International Comedy Fest with Best Foods Mayo, but on Friday we're heading over to Brisbane for Magic Round, which is bloody exciting. Pugs is coming with us. Pugs, g'day.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Nah, no worries, man.
I've actually got heaps of videos of you playing air guitar.
Oh, have you?
Like a shitload of them.
Oh, chuck them out there, Pugs. They'll
nah,
go
it's
off.
all good, man.
They'll go off, brother.
They'll go off.
Yeah, everyone loves that shit. So what I'm trying to do here, guys, is just gauge what the vibe is. You know what I mean? Ahead of Magic Round, like what's the vibe, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how?
Well, I was sort of wondering, Keyzie, because I'm not sure how you guys go with First Night Fever.
Bad.
Do you go hard, Keyzie, on the first night every single time?
Not like it depends. The thing is, once we all get over there and I get over to Caxton Street, I will get a bit silly on the first night. But I have this thing where if I have, let's say, a stag do, and it's going to be a big couple of days or something, mentally I go, you've got to go just as big the second night, no matter what. Right. So that's what I'll be doing at Magic Round, responsibly.
Right.
Yeah. Why are you a first night fever guy?
Always. Yeah,
Right, okay.
Always like best of intentions, always. Like my best of intentions, because we don't get there particularly early on Friday.
Nah.
So I think to myself, well, look, I'll have a couple of beers.
Yeah.
I might go down to a pub, something like that, just watch something on TV. But early night, because we have got a very big day planned on your Saturday there. So in my mind, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, totally.
Now, the reality of every other situation I've been in, 5 a.m.
Yeah, right. So there's no between for you, is there? So, Pugs...
Yeah. Hello.
What's your vibe on this? Because I might just sort of figure out what you're doing and then adjust.
Well, historically, I'm inclined to go the other way and leave too much until the last night and then feel like I need to overcompensate for what I've missed out on the earlier nights. I am very excited. We have had discussions off air about this, Keyzie, in terms of how we're going to be going, and I believe it's quite hard.
We're going to be going pretty hard, I think.
Yeah. All three.
Hoyte J, what's your vibe?
Well, my vibe is this. First and foremost, I'm going to enjoy the company of the fellas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enjoy my flight over and being over in another country, which is always very exciting. I'm going to enjoy the rugby league at that fantastic stadium there. And then you guys will probably go to the pub in Old Hoyte J. I'll probably go back to my hotel room and
watch a few blue movies.
Start writing in my journal.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Get my quill out, get my ink bottle out, and just put a few things in my journal there.
Right, okay. So Hoyte J's going to write in his journal.
Yeah.
Mike, are you more towards the 10 or 5 a.m. scale at this current point in time?
At the moment, I feel like I'll be able to achieve my dream.
Not sleeping at all?
No, I don't want to, because I know what that feels like.
Sure.
And it's not good.
It
It's not good.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be completely ruined for a week. So we'll see how we go.
Okay.
You know, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the flow, but what I'm not going to do is try and push the fun. I'm not going to try and generate the fun.
If there's no fun there.
Well, because it felt like at the end of the last one, it was like, we were pretty much the last people on Caxton Street.
We literally were. They were shutting down.
They were
the
shutting
bars.
it down. It's like, and
on
it
a
was
Sunday.
so at that point, it should have been like, okay, let's call it.
And then you did a runner
and then
and
I
went to
off
somebody
and,
else's account.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
And so at that point, it's just like, yeah, let's wrap it up. But I hate. My problem is I hate a party stopping.
Yeah, right.
I don't like the party to stop.
So just before we move on here, so how we did it last time on the Sunday when we left, that was good, or did we push it for too long?
On the who?
On the Sunday, this night you were talking about, was that good, or did we push for too long?
I pushed it too long.
Okay, so maybe like 2 hours prior?
Yeah, even a few more.
Because we were literally the last ones at every bar, then we tried to get to other bars, they were all closed.
That's right.
You should have just caught the flight home with me, fellas.
No, we don't want to be losers.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
From the Grand Hotel by Sky City.
Sorry, Jace, we have to clarify that you once again tried to start the break without a microphone.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm used to a certain thing, you know what I mean? And picking up a microphone is kind of weird.
It's alien to you.
Hey, now we've got our last comedian / actor. In the studio.
Hello.
In the suite with us, in the bed with Keyzie there. Johanna Cosgrove, how's life?
Thank you so much for having me. I am loving being in this bed, and I'm loving the modesty barrier.
Yeah, well,
so
legal they said I had to have the modesty barrier there if I was going to hop in the bed.
A row of pillows.
The thing I like about Johanna Cosgrove is she came straight in and said, can I have a robe? Can I hop in the bed?
Yes.
I did.
The only other person that did that was Rhys, who was in first, Rhys Mathewson.
I love Rhys Mathewson.
Everyone else just a wee bit weird about it. Like,
well,
it
is weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be in a hotel room, I would first protocol robe, second protocol slippers, third protocol the extra deluxe California King. And this isn't even one of those ones, you know, where they put the
where they put them
together.
Yeah.
This is a complete mattress.
That's right.
You see, I go no robe.
The first thing he does when he comes in,
Let's go. What's the routine?
He goes to the bathroom and he grabs a hand towel and he puts that on the bedside table.
Then I get fully nude, no robe, and straight to the minibar. Sky Movies, douche, legs akimbo, away I go.
Sky Movies.
I mean, I just because I love watching the movies in my bed. You know?
I was like, that's incredible to go straight to Sky Movies, not a streaming platform.
He means Blue Movies.
I know.
Yeah.
Spice Channel is what he means. But hey, Johanna Cosgrove, you're part of the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with Best Foods Mayo.
Best Foods Mayo. I can't wait to go and get my mayonnaise for the year.
Yes, I know.
Do you get a big box of it?
You get a little
box of
pack.
mayo, Jace? Come on, man.
It's not a box, but you do get a welcome pack, and you get mayo merch. So I've got Best Foods slides, Best Foods bucket hat, Best Foods bags. I've got mayo everything.
Do you know, I just ran out of mayo at home a couple of weeks ago and I was fuming about it.
Well,
and then today I've come in here and I'm going to start stocking up because over the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks there is just mayo
everywhere
to burn. I'm not going to say.
There's so much mayo.
You will be bedecked with mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Now,
good stuff.
Johanna, you're actually the first comedian who's come through because we've had 6 comedians, 7 really, come through tonight. You're the first person who said, I'd love to have you guys come to my show.
Yeah.
No one else has invited
No one else. You did it straight away.
So fucking rude. Can I swear? Probably not.
No, probably not.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'd like to formally apologise.
Well, look, we're in
listeners.
a hotel suite. I mean, it's all pretty loose.
We've already done the Blue Movies.
We should possibly already also touch on the fact that you and I did a bit of acting together in Madam.
So it's actually very comfortable for me to see you in a robe, mate.
Yes.
The last time I saw you, we were both robed.
We were.
Now, the thing we didn't, because you came in to discuss Madam, which was a great TV show, which I enjoyed on TV3.
That's right.
Because Mogi played the part of a John.
Yes.
He's my client.
You were, he was, one of your clients, and you were, let's just not beat around the bush, shoving a Yui boom up his backside.
And can I say, I just did the Sydney Comedy Festival, and I was in the bar afterwards at the Comedy Store, and these wasted New Zealanders shout out, were like, "We know you," and I was like, oh, like didn't want to. You don't want to presume. You don't want to presume. They could literally be my cousins. You know, you never know. And they were like, "Were you in a TV show?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Madam," and they were like, "We love Madam." And then they were like, "The speaker up the arse, the speaker up the arse." And they were screaming it in the bar. So honestly, Mike, we've both made a really real impact in the media landscape.
It's quite a moment
of
in New Zealand television.
Can I tell you, Johanna, that is going to plague you for the rest of your life.
Oh,
and Mogi.
Well, more me.
And Mogi.
Yeah,
but your show, Sweetie, is
yes,
on. You're doing the gala Friday and Saturday, right?
I'm not doing the Auckland Gala. I am doing the Wellington
Gala, one, which is on Saturday. But
it
your
is.
show, Sweetie, is on in Auckland and in Wellington. 6th to the 10th in Wellington at Bats, and 13th to the 17th at the Basement Theatre in Auckland. Comedyfestival.co.nz for tickets. What can you tell us about Sweetie?
Okay, look, let's get into it. I don't want to spoil too much of the show, but basically the show started. I went to Melbourne for 1 month last year, and when I arrived in Melbourne, I was a straight white girl, and when I arrived, and through a series of insane, revealing events, when I came back to New Zealand, I was no longer as straight or as white as I thought I was. And so the show's kind of about that. But the show's also, it's a bit of a breakup show, which I feel is probably deeply relatable to everyone.
Yeah, well, that's always funny, isn't it, as well, because you do like those stories. It is relatable in, sort of people's... there is a humour to people's deep, deep misery. I
agree, and I've got a pretty dark sense of humour, so I know that it's the thing, when I'm watching comedy, I'm like, tell me more. Yes. I'm like, get to the nitty-gritty, and so it is a bit of that. But
great.
It is funny, and there's a very insane ending to the show, but I won't tell you what it is, but it's physically impressive.
Oh, that's great. Well, if you want to see Johanna, it's called Sweetie, once again, down in Wellington or in Auckland, comedyfestival.co.nz for tickets.
And we will be going as a big show.
Yes.
Do you guys want to come on opening, or do you want to come closing?
Well, we've actually got a show on, I think, the 12th and the 13th, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Slay.
So whatever that is, we'll be out, but after that, we'll be keen as.
Cool. We'll have you in on the Friday if you want.
Well, we can do the admin off here.
Hey, well, also, if you guys want to come as part of the big show cohort, you could come on the Friday too.
Yeah,
to the audience, to the listeners.
Yeah, get out
let's
there.
do it. Johanna, thanks for coming in, and a big shout out to SkyCity Grand for putting us up in the hotel, because this is the last break of the whole show, fellas.
Yeah.
Time to wrap
Are you
things up.
sleeping here?
Pardon?
No, I tried.
No, I was just chilling out, just thinking about going to your show. We'll get free tickets, eh?
Jace, come on.
No, I'll pay.
Do you know what?
Jace,
I was going to give Mike a free ticket.
Yeah,
He's we're bonded for
That's
life.
right.
Yeah, no.
Tell you what,
pay, Jace.
go grab a Yui Boom, and then...
I was going to say, I'll give you that option. Hey,
send me a photo of the Yui Boom, and then we'll talk.
Great stuff. All the best with the shows, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in. Beautiful.
For everyone listening as well, don't forget comedyfestival.co.nz if you want tickets to any of the shows. Go see someone you know or someone you've heard of, and also go get tickets to someone you've never heard of.
Oh, please, you must.
Yeah.
Don't go to the big shows. Go to the little freaky dickies.
Go to the big show, like our comedy night.
Yeah.
But not the big shows.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a wrap on our Sky City Comedy Festival show, fellas. Good work.
Yeah, nice stuff.
Righto.